And that's what the whale sounded like when I, had to rip out its heart. But
Yeah.
I finally avenged my long-lost uncle.
Okay.
Well, that was a cool week or a cool session last week that we had with that part playing out. To anyone watching, welcome to Sad Space Furries again. I'm going to give a recap to what happened last time with the screen that you see in front of you. Our party was trying to take a lonely train home after a night at the club, and a couple of assassins, some of which you can kind of see right here, was on board. They had a good scramble. Well, they had a good battle with things like slushies being flung out and shots being shot at, and people crawling underneath chairs and rolling a nat one multiple times.
Oh, God.
It was
Oh, wow.
terrible. Some cool nicknames of people like Cheech and Chong made it to last week's episode. And towards the end part of the episode, the train went to depart. Other people on like the second and the third train happened to get off, and the party was going to split. And then, like, as a round later, it turned into this big explosion separating the carts, and the rest of our party hopping onto the getaway cart heading back towards their ship. Unfortunately, a bird-like drone was kind of navigating behind them at a somewhat slower speed than the train. But luckily for Gunner, several shots was taken, and this bird began to kind of like just fuck off at that point. We ended the session with the party arriving back at their ship, getting access to their ship, doing a analysis of the ship. Everything seems to be good to go, and we are departing from Kuvakara, which will be the map I'm going to show now. And it's at this point I'm going to hand over the mantle to our party to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Oh, that actually went pretty smoothly getting out of there. So, plan is we go to that dark side of the planet, and try to narrow down the last bits of information to find out where the fuck this place is and raid it.
I mean, raid it or just kill the guy?
Yes.
Alright.
Because even if we just kill him, they're clearly working on other shit that needs to be stopped.
I guess we'll see. I mean, it's usually not good things at a secret base. Usually.
Yes, and I've secured a bit of extra outside help. Could have used more muscle, but I mean, this bit of outside help could also greatly turn the tide of things.
Speaking of help, Kalani, why did you punch the one person who had visual evidence that we didn't do anything at that fucking club?
Wait, you what?
I just want to understand the logic in that real quick before I move on to flying us here.
You punched someone that could have helped us?
Granted, they were kind of a bitch, but at the same time, they were the manager of the club and had video evidence of what had gone down at the club.
Oh, yes.
Oh, now you
Oh,
recollect
yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I punched her lights out. She was asking for it.
She was a Vesk. It was probably nothing more than a scratch at that you offset her.
To me, she deserved it, so
You know,
she was pissed. She pissed me off enough.
hope you plan on never coming back to this planet.
Or any of
Probably
us.
won't.
Any of us.
Yeah,
We're
now
all
it's on all
seen
of
working
us.
together.
Yeah, in relation to that, I guess I have to kind of change my name and change my look up a little bit.
Great. I just met that cute Shark girl. Fucking hell.
Do you have a number? There's things called phones.
I have
You-
her on my communicator, but I can't visit the planet.
That's fine. There's ships. We're in one right now, Captain.
Yes, and I know that, but trying to land back at the port is not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to
Who said we were
schedule
landing?
another fucking ship.
If she
there.
really wants to pursue you, then she can get on a ship for herself.
Fuck.
They'll show you if it's really something that they're working for or not.
She was gonna be on our ship.
Well, that was before we became criminals.
Thanks,
On-
Lonnie.
Many places.
Thanks a lot. My bed is more barren because of you.
Man, what's more barren than Sahara Desert?
live. Hey, at least we're alive. That's what counts.
We could have been alive either way without you punching the manager.
She was being a freaking bitch.
Yeah,
you
I've had
upset?
clients who are bitches and assholes. I still have to do it because they're paying me. All I'm
It's like-
saying is this.
It seemed to her that she didn't give a crap one way or the other. What
She's
was
also a
going on.
Vesk. That's just kind of their MO.
She's a Vesk, and she's a business owner. Of course she's not going to give a fuck because she knows she's in the clear either way.
Here's what I'm going to say. What has happened, and we can't fix anything about it.
Yeah.
But in your actions, before you do anything, you have to understand that as a part of this crew, your actions have consequences for multiple people, not just yourself. I understand getting pissed and wanting to hurt somebody, wanting to make them feel a little bit of pain, a little bit of justice, make yourself feel better. But if that means that I'm going to put the rest of this crew on the line, I don't do it. Because it's not just my life on the line.
I'm going to have to...
So all I'm asking is that you make sure next time to think about it first and then act.
I have to take down that Kalani page. So much for you being a star.
Just about to ask about that.
Oh no, we're still stars. Don't worry. We're just wanted stars.
When those stars start to flicker and add
Who
up.
knows? Maybe we're more popular now than ever before.
You know, before this planet, I was never wanted for anything.
Wow. What a life that must have been.
No bounties on me. No authorities looking for me.
Just a weird ass doctor.
Now, I kind of removed a section of his brain, so it's all good there.
Well, I mean, used to, quotations.
I still have it somewhere in my room. I should look into that.
Hey, Tanner,
sometime.
how you doing?
Do we have any, like, sofas or anything on the ship?
I'm sure we have like a recreational area. It's just that I would imagine this being happening in the captain's, or at least the piloting area, just because I said I was going to pilot us out of there.
It would be in the cockpit itself.
Yeah, the cockpit. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
So there's all the chairs for the stations in the cockpit.
But I'm sure we have like a recreational area of some sort that would have a couch.
It would basically be like since this is an actual battleship, the recreational area is also kind of like mixed in with the dining area.
Actually, the my little environmental chamber, it's gotten so cold in there, I've been able to make things out of ice. So I made a couch. You can enjoy it. It's just going to be cold as shit.
Okay.
It's like that ice hotel in Alaska.
You hear on the comms Toner chime in. He's like a little bit of grunt of pain, just in the med bay, pulling out a bullet.
Glenn, you have medical
I
skills,
better
right?
go help with
Yeah,
that.
that'd probably be a good idea.
Because when
Don't touch it. I'll be right there.
he got beamed really hard when he was trying to get back on the train.
All
So
right,
I'll
Gunner.
head over and help a Toner.
All right,
Because he
sounds
doesn't
good.
pull it out and bleed to death.
We were able to narrow it down to this radius. Snow puts it up on the main screen of like that grid square that we were able to narrow down on the dark side of the planet. We have this area to look through. We have a hacker division that's basically on standby once when we start the raid to start throwing off their defensive forces in every which direction. Throw them into a complete disarray. So our main thing is finding the base and launching the attack.
Question is, what kind of attack are we gonna do? Should we try and, not go in with a giant warship?
Preferably not. But if we must do it, then we must do it.
I mean, if there's no choice, there's no choice, but I'm wondering if that should be our main option, or if we're going to try at least sneak.
I would suggest trying at least sneak, because I'm sure, though the facility has a lot of people who are not of the best repute, there are some innocents likely in there, so it would be best to try to minimize casualties where possible.
Probably. All these people just working for a paycheck.
Mhm.
Too bad we don't have any more of those nukes.
Ah, man. Imagine nuking a whole planet.
No, not the whole planet, just the
Just the
whatever
dark side.
facility.
Just the dark side of the moon.
Just the one building.
I mean,
Make it a tiny nuke.
this is a battleship. The big gun is a really big gun.
Yeah, but it's not like the things I've seen in the Starship Operations Manual.
You fucker.
I'm sorry. I had to take a chance.
I feel like in characters like, well, I've seen better ships in
Exactly. Like,
catalog
better
number
ships in like a catalog. It's
Yeah.
like, I wish I could have that ship. We don't got the money for it.
as much time.
I had
as
to
Snowy
wheel and
worked
deal
on
for
the
this ship as it was, you fucker.
Right. With the repairs and stuff, you just kind of like do like a kick to it, like, if only we had a better ship. This ship is great, but
But it could be better, including this part that allows you to connect it to your brain if you have an neocortex.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
you
how's
made
it
it.
going?
Sorry.
It's fine.
you're good.
We're just doing RP right now.
Happy birthday.
I thought that was next Monday.
It's
Oh.
next Monday.
Okay, yes, that was about to say.
Happy early birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Happy early.
Only 1 week.
Alright.
But so yeah, we came onto the ship. We're currently heading to the
dark
secret
side of the
base.
planet.
Me and Snow are talking, and Kalani is going to help the fucking Atoner heal up in the med bay, so you can decide where exactly you want to be.
I don't know.
You
Yeah.
also now know Kalani punched the Vesk in the face.
Since Gunner yelled at Kalani for doing that.
I shouted. It wasn't a yell.
Same thing.
Actually, give me a perception check.
Aye, aye, Captain.
But Captain's over here.
Big captain.
Oh no, she's having those
No,
talks
no,
again.
the little captain.
She's talking to another captain.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
What other captain is it?
Yay, that one!
Oh boy.
You notice nothing.
Hey, a butterfly.
You're like,
A butterfly on the spaceship.
doing?
Wait.
Yeah, it doesn't actually there.
Havoc, you arrive back at the ship with the rest of your party after the whole like battle that happened on the train and all of that from 2 weeks ago, and just everyone's just in an immediate rush to like go and like work on what's the next best thing. Not really taking the fact that like you just got chased by assassins and stuff like that. You do see as your ship is starting to take off, you see Joberon. He seems to be in his room, and you see that he looks to be packing up what looks to be like some personal items, like a necklace, a charm, like a picture frame of something. He seems to be putting it into like his backpack, and just looks to be like just packing some stuff.
Just a quick thing.
Everything
Does
okay?
anyone have like an ice cream truck outside of their house?
I do. Sorry.
Okay,
I-
I could hear. I'm like, is that? Where is that?
In space, everyone hears ice cream.
There's ice cream trucks everywhere.
Oh, you're making me hungry for ice cream now.
Like, it
Everything
is
okay,
just
Joe
outside
Baron?
my apartment unit.
It does sound like it's like right there, though. You take the ship everywhere, and the ice cream truck is the equivalent of like Schrodinger's cat. Anyway, Joe Brown seems to be packing things up, and he takes a look out of the door, happens to see you, Havoc, and just says, "Oh, I'm surprised you're not as busy as everyone else."
I really haven't been given a job.
Oh, well, it appears, and he steps out of his room into the hallway. He points, I would assume that Snow and Gunner towards the front, but he points towards like the front part of the ship and says, "It sounds like they want to stop this like signal thing or whatever's going on."
Well, yeah.
And, as cool as that sounds, I'm starting to think that I might have to shift into doing something that's going to help our party.
What's that?
He pulls out he pulls out his comm unit, and then next to it he pulls out like another, like it looks to be an older comm unit, but what's significant about this comm unit, the colors of it kind of stick out. A very bright, like I don't want to say sky blue, but a very bright blue with like a gold finish on top of it. Jobran looks over to you and says, "It sounds like we've caught the attention of some people that we shouldn't have caught, and I want to try to resolve this. I've been trying to put this steward life behind me, but it always keeps coming back."
Well, how are you gonna do it?
Well, they've reached out to me several times and the adventures of things that we've been doing, and I've always just kind of put the call to the side. Well, now that call is to track down all of you, and I think that there may have been like a video or something with me exposed with someone here, and I feel like they're gonna be after me. They have ways of finding me. Um, so as and he shows you the comm unit piece, and you can see it has like some like special buttons to it, and it looks like several things are encoded into it. But he places it right next to the comm unit that he's been using that with all of you at this point in time. He says, "I'm going to advance with all of you, but I want to stay a significant distance back, just in case. I just have this feeling that when you join the stewards, you kind of make like a pact when you do that. And when duty calls for things, they try to find any way to get in touch with you. They send out agents to look for you. Sometimes even the devices they give you, they have a bug or something planted into it to track that. This comm unit is really important to me, and I don't have the heart to destroy it. This is my lifelong work that I've been working with, and this just reminds me of the life that I've been trying to put behind. I'm going to continue adventuring with you, but I want to tell the rest of the party that I might not be seen around all of you, just in case I'm being tracked, because that is not something I want to bring here. We've definitely done some questionable things, but if the cops are getting involved and that gets out from this planet, then it's not far off that the stewards are going to get involved if they think it's beyond that. And you can see like he's Jobron's been very good with not being emotional to anyone in the group. He's just kind of tried to bend like the wall, just like the I'm putting this store life behind me, everything. This is more of like a recreational activity, me helping out. But he just looks over and was like, "Yeah, this is tough." But I want to help the cause. I've seen what this fucking Penumbra app has done to the people at Absalon Station. I've witnessed some of the craziness that has happened on the asteroid. We're making mistakes left and right, and we're leaving traces of it all over space right now. And something's gonna have to be done about it, or we're gonna get caught.
I wonder what's going to happen once this is all said and done.
Well, tonight was just an opportunity for me to kind of open my eyes and just with insight kind of take everything in. We have assassins after us. Now that I think about it, I feel like we've always had someone after someone. I remember Snow had a reason to feel like Snow was being watched, and poor Vil, the things that happened with her.
Yeah.
I've witnessed you leave and come back. I haven't seen the side effects from it, but it feels like we constantly are being hunted now, and I'm used to being on that side of hunting things, so I just feel like maybe my attention right now needs to be drawn to making sure we don't get caught.
Alrighty.
You're the first one I'm mentioning this to, and this is a conversation I want to have with everyone. So I would appreciate it if you don't mention it. Or and he's trying to not show emotion at this point, and he just says, just say we never had this conversation at all.
I won't say a word.
I'm taking this moment now to just gather some belongings in case I do have to officially leave the group. But for right now, I do plan on sticking by. At least right now, in the foreseeable future, I see me sticking with the group. But if things turn really bad, I will need to leave.
Okay? I understand.
And he takes a look over to you. He gives a gesture of like wanting to give a hug and just is unsure how you would feel about it.
I open my arms.
So
I'm gonna give this big guy a hug. He looks like he needs it.
He gives you a hug, and like immediately as he gives you a hug with his I think he had like plate, almost like really heavy armor. Immediately like noticing,
It was power armor.
yeah, my armor is pretty heavy. He kind of loosens up the hug a bit and says, "Thank you for just hearing me out."
I'm really glad I don't have to breathe, because I'm pretty sure you just crushed my lungs.
Yeah, I don't typically do this.
You are fine. It was a good hug nonetheless.
I think we need to see what the others are up to, though.
Alrighty.
And then yeah, just as that, Jobron's he's gonna head towards the front. He's gonna head to where he believes Captain Snow and Gunner is, and he'll keep going until he hears any
After
bit of
having
that
a conversation with Gunner, she's actually going to be going back to her cabin to do some touch-up repairs on Twitch and rest up a bit herself before the raid.
I guess at this point in time, the camera will pan over towards Kalani and a toner, since that work is kind of being done. We switch over to the medical lab bay. Is Kalani, I'm assuming you would have a toner kind of like stretched out on one of the medical beds with your tools kind of placed on like a table or something next to you.
Yeah.
And Tony's just like,
Um,
ah, ooh, ah, and then Clyde's like, I haven't even stuck the needle in yet.
It's like
I was
I
thinking like
have
she would
barely
walk
touched
in to
you,
see him with
man.
like a pair of pliers in his wound,
Oh, get it out.
and he's just like prying around in there. And he's like,
I'm fishing for it.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Just like fishing, right?
Yeah, you gotta be careful on how you fish because the line that you fish with might be. Anyway.
I've had to pull out worse before.
Yeah.
Hey Kalani, how's your pullout game?
Huh?
Hey Kalani, how's your pullout game?
I don't know.
That's a joke.
Gross.
So,
You're banned. Banned for life.
Oh, so when I make jokes like that,
Yes.
Airlock just opens up underneath
very subjective.
Havoc's feet.
A hole opens up
I mean,
underneath Havoc's
it's-
feet, and a giant hammer swings down on top of her head. Bam!
Bonk.
I basically come in and see a toner doing stuff. I'm like, stop it, and I'd come over and take over to work. I'm like, just lay here and relax. I'll get this bullet out in a second. And she gets it out and heals you up. So
I'm gonna say that
that happened.
I'm gonna say that during this point in time, that's when Jobron heads over to Snow and Gunner. Shortly afterwards, Jobron is going to head towards the back, just to see what's going on. And when he does see like you with your medical supplies, like getting this bullet, was it a bullet
Yeah.
out of a toner? I just was like, I remember those days. Toner, you okay?
Would have been better, but I think it'll just after it heals up, won't leave nothing but a scar.
He says, "Oh, that looked like quite the impact from at the station. I'm just glad to see that you're doing well, and I'm glad to see that Kalani is still on board with us and being a very helpful hand to all of us."
Yeah, it's the least I can do.
Well, when apparently she's not assaulting the innocent. And he just like sort of gives her a side eye, like,
What? She deserved it. Stop. And you know she deserved it.
No one knows. We only met her for like 5 minutes.
my tongue hurts.
And this guy didn't even come back. He fell out of the building.
I'm like, come on.
Snow
She
left shortly with him, so she didn't even see the assault.
she basically had no care in the world that I was poisoned and then I was being shot and roughed up.
that
Shot
still
at,
doesn't give you
roughed up.
the right to assault someone. We have to make sure that we only act in self-defense or in the defense of those that can't defend themselves. Otherwise, we ain't no better than the assassins that are coming after us.
Yeah, I know. Gunner already laid in on me, so don't you worry about it. I was just frustrated with everything, and I guess I just let that show a little too much. I usually am a lot better than that usually, but
Just, you should consider yourself lucky. I saw her build when I was charging past her. She could have bit your head off. Literally. Just open it wide and just, he like kind of like leans over with like a wide open mouth. It's like, and just go chomp and bye bye face.
God, I just can't help but think of the anime Dorohedoro with with the toner.
Yeah. But now at least I have to come up with a new name and a new look and all that stuff, apparently.
Well, you won't be the first person in the crew to do that.
Mm,
Joe Ron kind of chips in. I feel like that's slowly becoming all of us here. I mean, just recently, Gunnar lost his job, right?
I got rid of my old name when it was cool. Now everyone's just doing it because it's cool.
Toner already had changed his name when before joining the group.
Same.
I changed my name before it was cool.
Snow only changed her
I've
name
forsaken
because
my past before it was cool.
Snow changed her name back to her original name, so technically she's the only one in the party that hasn't really changed their name.
Well, except I don't know. Maybe Joperon? I don't know. I
Who
don't know enough
knows?
about his past.
He's a mystery.
He's just that giant mystery of death.
An enigma wrapped in ceramic plate.
Enigma wrapped in a very pointy tip that likes to throw things across the room.
Including his glaive.
He did that a lot.
Ah, those cards.
yeah, I can't believe I actually took a slushy and tried to throw it at somebody.
He's actually gonna look directly like a toner in the face and just say, "Is that Gunnar losing his job? Is that something I can talk to you two about? Like, has Gunnar been seem sensitive about that, or is he okay with it?"
Oh,
To be honest, I haven't noticed. This whole planet's been kind of rough for all of us, but I'm not quite sure how he's taken this. I didn't know that he was really attached to his job. I thought he just did it for the creds.
Yeah, I've never actually had that conversation with Gunnar. I only just heard the result when it wasn't there. I don't actually recall any moments that Gunnar really spoke about his job.
he's a very private person, apparently. So even I don't know what's going on with him anymore.
So
And I don't think I even knew what was going on with him when I even first joined.
So, is there something I can talk to you two about, and you both can promise me that it won't get back to him?
Sure.
A toner takes some gauze and wraps it over his cybernetic eye.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like wrap it around your mouth.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's funny. Oh.
I ain't sure if she's one of the Vlaka that's good at lip reading or not.
With her damn high perception it is, yeah, she is.
Okay. Joe Brown's gonna take a look around, and he says, "I don't want to go too much into detail, but I've had a source try to reach out to me, and he continues glancing down any and all hallways. Says, and some a group of people that I used to work with, tracked down a ship that had a bunch of bounty hunters on it. They were given a mission, and the mission was to track somebody. And I guess the bounty hunters, as most people with a certain type of profession, have a code. None of those bounty hunters mention where this target was located, and I was told that their ship was blown up. Now, I can recall one time way back where I saw Gunner when I actually first met Gunner. He was accompanied with several people. I have no idea who these people in that ship, what they look like, or anything like that. I just have a source that mentioned it to me. But if I didn't know any better, I would think that Gunner's associates or affiliates may have had their ship blown up, with or without them on it.
Does he know yet?
No, I just recently found this out. It's there was a lot of sources trying to reach out to me, and I kept denying the call. I don't know how close Gunner is to that, or how close Gunner is to that profession of bounty hunting, but I've seen Gunner slowly like reaching his boiling point over the last couple weeks. And I personally don't think it's a good time to tell him, but the experiences I've had with Joe Braun are not the experience, or I'm sorry, that I've had with Gunner are not the experiences that you've had with Gunner. So is there any insight that you can tell me about him so I can decide if this is good to tell him right now, or if that should wait for a rainy day?
What type of role do you think would most fit with that?
A coin flip.
I want to say. I mean, you're the DM. I'm sorry.
No. I just had to load up the sheet. Let me start at the top. Acrobatics. If you're hesitant on telling them, I think bluff will work. If you are going to try to word it in a way where it's like, yeah, I won't tell them, like under a certain light, under a dying star, you can maybe try to like diplomacy and like pull a fast one.
Well, he's not trying to like trick Joberon. He's doing it because he's like,
I think he's trying to figure out.
Yeah, he's trying to figure
my
out
personality and how I will take it.
Yeah,
That would be closer to.
yeah, he's trying to figure out like
Which
what.
would either be like,
Sense
I want to
motive?
say sense motive,
sense
perception,
motive, culture, maybe.
maybe culture, but culture is more of like, a race's thing, not a person's thing.
Yeah, culture is more like a society type.
So
thing.
I think either perception or sense motive.
I would agree with that.
Mhm.
Ew. A toner has no idea how Gunner will take this because he rolled a 5 on the die,
Oof.
and he has a +0 to sense motive. Oh wait, I forgot. He does get to add a d6, and that was a 1, so it's a 6 total.
Yeah, that'll get him.
These are the moments I live for.
Wow.
So yeah, so Toner just kind of like shrugs, like I don't know. I'm not sure how close he was to them myself. I know for a little bit he trusted them with some wildlife from his home planet before we were able to bring him back onto this ship. So must have trusted them at least a little bit. I ain't sure if it was just professional relationship or if they were friends outside of work.
And your thoughts, Kalani? And looks over 28.
And then I also have another 1d6, so hold on. On top of that, so another 4. So
So
32.
with a 32. Connor, you want me to dip on this one, or
Like, because with Kalani, it's very difficult to say, even with a high roll, what she would
Oh, and
get for.
that's another too, because
That's the other thing is like Toner has been here for a while, so I could make a judgment on that. But you've been here the least amount of time. Well, let's see. What have you experienced with Gunner? Is basically what I'm trying to go through in my head.
Really, just from the asteroid forward.
Yeah, like from the asteroid forward. So
no mention of the previous crew. Nothing. This is all news to her.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just from me talking to you a moment ago, you can pick up that when Gunner accepts people, he's very loyal to them. And so his feelings for certain people may be a lot stronger when he has that sort of trust with them. And that's why, he might have snapped on you about the whole manager thing, because it put not only his life, but everyone else on the crew's life in jeopardy. You can also tell he's he definitely has a deep-seated anger that's just sort of on the precipice, or just like a push from happening, but he does well to keep it in check, but there's no telling what might set that off. I think that's is that like good? I think that might be what they're looking for at most.
So with that insight, yeah, you're feeling this. It's still risky business, but that's just because you don't have a longer history.
Right.
You don't have a longer history with Gunner, and your little last encounter with Gunner just now, he kind of like came at you.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, it's a give and take. Depends on how well you and Gunner kind of know each other and how long you've been on the ship together and everything. I know he just ended up more or less nearly ripping me a new asshole for punching that Vesk in the face.
And rightly so.
Still to be determined, in my opinion, but yeah, I could have handled that maybe a little better. So anyway, he's not too happy about me, but I mean, I'm brand new still to the ship, so we don't know each other as well. I don't know how well you two know each other and how long you've been working together. So it's iffy, I would say.
Jobron looks over towards you, and you see, as you mentioned, just more of like, yeah, I'm the newest person on the ship. Like I'm the newest person to know Gunner. Jobron just kind of puts one arm on your shoulder, and he's like, "Oh, let me be the first one to tell you that everyone here on the ship is really good at what they do." And he just goes down the line like Snow does a really good job with maintenance. Gunner has been the bounty hunter when it comes to tracking down people. Gunner is phenomenal. Havoc
He's
has
been
come
the
and
sugar
gone.
daddy of the group.
Havoc has come and gone, but if not just entertainment, Havoc has been like a voice of reason for certain things. Unfortunately, I've seen Havoc go in the line of battle, and since Havoc's come back, I've seen a softer side of Captain Snow that I haven't seen in a long for pretty much the whole trip. So I would like to believe that's an influence of having from Havoc being on the team. When I look over at a Toner, like I feel just a sense of righteousness. I know everything that happened, or I heard of everything that happened with the children on Absalon Station. I've heard of several of the past stories, and I've witnessed just like a line of good and evil where a Toner just sticks to the side of good. You're in good hands here, but lately I've just been seeing a bad side of Gunner. And that started from me the moment that he had to put down another person on this ship. I'm sure you've heard the name several times. But similar to you, the last person that was on our ship that Gunner put down was very charismatic and beautiful, such as yourself. Had and also had a pet. Um, I feel like that may have been Gunner's breaking point, and I've just seen from what happened on the asteroid to Gunner spazzing out to the like lone night, I think at Absalon Station where we all was together and Gunner just had a random one night somewhere. I don't know the person he's becoming or turning into, but I can say if he accepts you in your pack, you're great. But if you are to do anything that's gonna cross the line, I would be extremely cautious with that because I've seen people on the other end of that barrel that he shoots.
Oh, I'm getting the vapors.
I'm
I definitely want to be on the other side of the barrel and be the next one who shoots. Not Tucker.
I think you can see the tension I have with bringing this news up to him and what position that could put me in. Which is why I want to be clear that this stays a secret between all of us until I discuss it with him.
Yeah, I kind of
God.
learned. I mean, I was trying to when I first came aboard and everything. I was trying to get to know Gunner a bit more, and it didn't quite work out. So, I mean, he's a tough nut to crack, in my opinion. But he does seem like he's quite loyal to those that he know and been around a while with, like Snow. I think I think I think Snow would be the best person to ask concerning Gunner because I think they have a more intimate personal relationship with each other than anybody else.
See, that's another reason I wanted to speak to you two alone. Again, more glances out towards any hallways or things like that.
Make sure the cameras on the ship are turned off. There's no bugs. Yeah. Jubilee's not doing
the ship's entire interior AI system.
Gilbron turns around and Gunner's just standing there. Just musical thing plays.
It's just the tank theme from Left 4 Dead.
Or the Kill Bill theme.
Oh, God.
Oh, the Kill Bill siren.
What you talking about, guys?
Hey guys, I have 60 feet of hearing. How's it going?
Wait, you ain't the death one?
Shipboard AI is
dang it.
entirely the shipboard AI is entirely like servant to Snow. So it's like, but of course, right now she's just worried more about resting and preparing for the upcoming mission, so she's not paying attention to the rest.
Joe Ron's gonna step up and say, "Don't you notice that there's just some information that only gets passed between them two?"
And you're passing information between just us, so everyone's got things they gotta talk about.
So we got sent to the asteroid because Captain Snow had a job from the organization, and things went to fault, and we was able to return, and there was no penalty. And then things got crazy, and now we're sent here, and things are getting crazier. But still, and he looks down the hallway again. Our captain is kind of. I see. Our captain looks like they're okay with it. I don't want to go too much into my history, but the line of work that I've done, I've seen people literally go mad. Madness is one thing that I feel you need to approach up front. And I'm getting that vibe from the both of them too. Do either of you? Or is this just me?
I've been kind of getting that there's been some sort of change since the asteroid. It's like it's very mild, but I can kind of see more and more a little bit of a difference. Maybe it was whatever it was. I don't know if the energies that we end up coming across at the asteroid might have affected them in some way, but I'm thinking it could have. I mean, that's some pretty deep energy that we dealt with while there.
Like, I just feel like lately they've both been a little easy to trigger to get mad over stuff. He's gonna like. I'm not saying that this happened in game, but he's gonna recall a moment where like both Gunnar and Joe Braun were at a bar getting a drink, and he says like, "I remember the one instance where we just went to get a drink and Gunnar's cred stick jammed, and he just was cursing a storm for no reason. I'm just like, hey, like chill, like I'll cover this drink, it's fine. Just easier to trigger than normal over now smaller things.
So I was going to have like a toner go into like dip into his Solarian side and talk about like them having like negative energy from their whole curse deal thing. But then I rolled a 1 on the mysticism, so
Oh god.
that's not happening, I guess. So Toner's just like, well, just been stressed. I mean, I guess you would too if your vacation turned. I mean, our vacation ended up turning into a zombie apocalypse that we ended up having to kill
Everybody on that was there, pretty much.
I could. I don't know. I don't know how open they are to therapy, but it's helped me out a great deal. I could see if they'd be willing to get in contact with my doctor, see if they might want to be interested in doing a session with them.
I think that would be a great option to do once we return back to Absalon Station. We're he looks like he's looking at Bercy's somewhat planet side, what he can see in front of him. Like we're leaving a bad scar behind us everywhere we're going, it looks. But I mention all of that just to say I think we just need to be a little bit more alert. I'm not one that likes to get yelled at personally, so
I don't think anybody does, really. I know I don't.
looks over to Toner. Do you?
I was in the military.
Ah, that's right.
There was a lot of yelling. Kind of comes background noise after a while. Just sort of like tone it out and just clean out the important bits. And then just go like static for the rest.
I think we just need to.
Personally, I mean, I'm the closest thing to a doctor on board, and I mean, eventually, I'd like to have everybody's enough confidence enough to be willing to talk to me about anything. I mean, I have that knowledge and whatnot, so that's another thing.
Yeah, but if
But
they go to you for therapy, they might end up getting punched in the face.
exactly, it's like it's one of those fine lines that need to be worked on, and it's just trying to get to that point. But I mean, I'm always willing to talk with people about anything that they need to talk about, no matter what it is, and I'll keep it confident.
Unless they're slightly rude, then they get punched in the face.
Yeah,
We ain't never letting you live this
that
down,
everything
Kalani.
else that was messed.
You just
That
kind
was
of screwed up big time for all of us on there.
yeah, I did. And
I love how this slowly.
I know I'm not trying to live it down.
Just one of those things. Everyone in the crew ends up having one of those things.
Yeah, I'm not. It's one of those things for me.
Oh man, I'm so annoyed I could punch a wall. Like how Kalani punched that person.
Hey, I punched a vest in the face. I mean, that's saying something anyway.
Kalani, you're a good cop, but you're a loose cannon.
It is saying
Yeah.
something. It means that you're willing to assault a random business owner.
You're a bad cop and a loose cannon. The both of the bad sides.
Yeah, there's
Not even a
good
cop.
cop, bad cop side, and that was the bad cop side. Got a little.
Good.
I mean, in that situation, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that, but she had no. She like could have cared a little more that I was freaking poisoned and being screwballed by that other chick who wasn't who she was supposed to be. I mean, come on. It's like she didn't give a crap either way, so that kind of just
Oh yeah, we still have that bitch's
when
head too.
when I get poisoned, when it gets to the point where I'm getting poisoned and then I'm getting shot at, that's close to my breaking point, as you can tell.
Wait, does a tone? Oh, Snow has the head, doesn't she?
A head.
Yeah, the one that poisoned Kalani. The toner and Snow robbed and then beheaded the body.
Put it in the freezer.
Oh yeah, the chick.
It's getting smelly.
I just remembered that. I was like, didn't we behead her? Where'd the head go?
Yeah, why did you want the head anyway?
Because Havoc wanted to be able to talk to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember, like, we got the head for some reason. But
Oh
I can't remember why.
All right.
We're just starting a collection.
Oh yeah, Snow has a head in her arm.
Yeah.
Wait.
On a second bed, not too far away from a toner, is the head just placed there, as if it's the next project to be worked on. That's great. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Joe Ron is kind of getting to like the point of wrapping up. You see he's looking around a little bit more than ever. He's kind of said things he's kind of kept to him personal this whole time, and you can see he's just making sure like it's not getting out. It's just like I just think we just need to be a little bit more insightful and keep a closer eye on Gunner and Snow. That's all.
Yeah, I have been.
Sir, what you suggest is a count to mutiny.
Anyway, Joe Rod's gonna say, but with that, is there something here I can help you with? Is that bullet out? Is there anything I can do, or?
Oh yeah, I think we're pretty good. I'll give a toner here a healing potion to help him out some. So.
Oh, what Tony?
So with that, I'm going to use this point to kind of either transition to either the front of the ship crew, the back of the ship crew, or if you just want to take this as like a moment of a short or a long rest after the whole train incident.
I'm trying to remember the time frame it takes to go essentially from one side of a planet to the other, which I believe is a few hours.
Yeah.
So that would at least be a long rest.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
long
all-
rest is like a whole 8 hours.
No, that's in
like-
D&D. In Starfinder, the time variances are different.
Oh, I thought it was still 8 hours in Starfinder too.
But yeah, with the time Snow is going to be resting, doing any repairs needed on Jubilee, and also, now that I remembered it, cleaning out all the blood from all of her equipment that was also stored in her arm.
So yeah, I give a toner a Mark III heal potion to help him out. That should help you feel better.
Where'd my ship design go? That should have worked. So ultimately, do you want to take a long rest? If you do, I will count it, and I'll just give it to you. You do know that police and stuff are after you, but they don't even have like an idea of where you're even heading to right now.
Yeah.
They just know about the incident, and
I mean, between doing the scans for the base and everything, it probably would end up being a long rest.
Yeah, just searching.
and even with that, No Name would kind of like be giving them signals in the wrong direction, since No Name reached out to you and said, "Yeah, the cops seem to be after you," and you mentioned, "Oh, we're gonna look for it." Oh well, it's in like a 50-foot radius of this place, so No Name is with the hacker group is also giving them like false leads to keep them occupied.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then.
So if you want to take a long rest, feel free.
Yes.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm trying to find stuff about long rest, and all I can find is like 8 hours of uninterrupted rest for like getting back resolve points, and
Yeah.
but I'm having trouble finding the actual
Like I said,
like
it
phrase
is going to
long
be
rest.
a few hours to get from one side of the planet to the other, plus even more, like, who knows how many hours to actually scan and find the base. So, theoretically, it could be the entire 8 hours anyways to get to where we're going.
Yep.
That's one thing that's always passed over in all of sci-fi, and especially in Starfinder, is the actual time frame it takes to do stuff. Especially travel in space.
So 68.
Because, like, how we were jumping back and forth in the main core systems, like, that would have taken months. It just takes
That
Is
was
that-
their toner.
That was for a heal.
Yeah, for that heal potion that I gave him.
Oh, is that for stamina or HP?
That's a healing potion, so HP.
Wow. Did you have anything less powerful? Just because in terms of like actual HP missing, he was only missing 4.
Ah.
Yeah, I was at 72 out of 76 hit points.
I mean, you also don't need to use any healing potion if we're taking a long rest. It's really just basic medical care, which, if I remember right with the rules, does help with recovery during a rest.
I mean, I guess I could give you...
Like, you don't need to use any resources for it. It's just like you're healing them for the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, if you wanted it.
I picture Kalani picking up like some very expensive, like over-the-counter medicine. A toner. She's like, "No, wait, I want the Tylenol." Like
the Tylenol
great
is fine.
Tylenol that I know works well with me.
I can give you some pain reliever. That's good.
No pain meds.
I've had a bad experience with that. Can we go with like the basic brand of this medicine?
Oh no, just like no painkillers, period, because he's a former addict.
I will not take any form of things that will make me feel this less, unless it's alcohol. Give me that booze.
Nah, booze too.
Let's see, how about a coag? You want a coagulant?
And coagulants just make the blood like tense up.
Yeah. Basically to help with bleeding out.
Get,
All right.
You
You think?
I just now saw the Sad Space Furries chat. Gunner, I'll fucking do it again.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, I mean, considering I have no idea where I have like no stamina points and the majority of my hit points gone, so.
Okay, recovering hit points naturally with a full night's rest, 8 hours of sleep or more, you recover 1 HP per character level. So yeah, so I can heal up all my HP without using any resources.
Me, on the other hand. I'm only at 23 of 74, so it's like, the last I checked, I wasn't sure if I didn't got any more damage during that.
No, during the train battle, the part that you missed, I didn't target you once, so you're.
Oh.
I had you telekinetically throwing slushy at people. the same like slushy that we use in Stranger Things kind of slushy.
Well, shit. Since he's not taking that Mark III heal serum, I'm gonna take it because
That sounds great. That applies to you then. You do get 8 hours interrupted. No like signals or nothing comes towards your ship. Occasionally, No Name, the NPC that's been communicating with Snow, just like says like, "Hey, I have them going to this area. Hey, I have them going to that area." But towards the last of the 8 hour mark, Snow does get a message saying they figured out that someone's been hacking into the system and they're taking some measures. Their protocols aren't placed on any database of any sort, so I don't know what they're up to. Be cautious.
All right.
What's going on? Sorry, I had to talk to somebody.
8 hours pass. 8 hour full rest pass. Cops haven't found you. Towards the end of the 8 hours, a signal comes in to Snow, just saying that the cops figured out that someone's been hacking into the system and they're taking drastic measures. That drastic measures isn't put on a database or any like internet source where she can reach. That's about it.
Which means they're saving it all local, which will also make it significantly easier when wiping out the facility to just destroy all the information right there.
They're using cords.
I feel like nothing was learned. How about we just take this nuke and move it somewhere else?
Hey, no one spoke with Snow after that. All that conversation, Snow wasn't involved in any of it.
You're a mean one. Just kidding.
You're a mean one, Captain Snow.
Okay.
So after the 8 hours, since I'm still not full up on hit points, I'll take another serum.
Did you want to burn any spell slots to heal up before the 8 hours would have happened?
Yeah, might as well do that instead of limited resources.
I guess I could do that.
Up to you. It just for the start of this, you just be coming in with like everything fresh. Everybody would be coming in fresh. And then on my end, I'll know like, all right, cool. I can make this slightly harder.
I'll use my Mystic Cure spell slot in that time frame.
Okay.
Before everything resets. So that's a D8 plus wisdom. D8. D8 plus 3.
Title. After 8 hours have passed and you are now towards the bottom half of Verces, immediately the first thing you pick up is the temperature change. It is a lot colder here. You can see it just through like the viewfinder part of your ship. I'm assuming the ship is like keeps your temperature regulating and everything at a comfortable temperature for all of you in the ship. But you can see just like bits of frost kind of forming on the like windshield part of it and things like that. It's pretty cold out there.
Oh, my home.
It is at this point, whoever is the pilot, I need you to make a piloting check, and whoever, I guess I'll have Captain Snow since you're probably the best with computers. I need you to make a computers check.
Yeah, I'm piloting.
And Snow is always computers.
24, so 34.
I'm just going to wait to see what Snow gets for computers.
The ship crashes and explodes, and everybody dies. All right, let's start a new campaign.
35.
Okay, with a 35, let me make sure I'm at the right point in the book.
Because computers, dummy thick. Fucking plus 22 on my computers.
So, No Name mentioned to you, you need to be around this area. It's in like a 50-foot radius of this exact area. With a computer's check, with your computer's check, I'm sorry, you managed to spot kind of disguised with the bits of ice and things around it, a spot that looks like a starship pod where you could place a ship. There's none placed there at the moment, but within walking distance, you do see a. Let me see. You spot a landing pad for the ship, and walking distance, you spot a lift next to it, or at least near it, not directly next to it.
Now I'm assuming the message from No Name came up close to that time frame as well.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna say, found the location, making our landing run now. If you could start trying to pull them to the other side of the base with the alarms.
You get a response back that just says, "I will do everything I can with my hacktivist group."
And she's going to also list down if you need to use the ship's sensors or communication link, you can. Kind of boost their signal.
Cool. I like that. Okay.
Snow does the computers too.
Are you going to land after
sending that? She would say, yeah. She's going to tell Gunner, it's like, we'll land on the platform. They're going to cause a distraction on the other side. And she's going to go over the comms to everyone else. Grab your gear. We're gonna make our push.
Okay.
You got it, Captain.
Yeah, this is where the piloting check follows up. You point out where the launch pad is to Gunner. Gunner spots it. And it just, I want to say at least to, I don't know if Gunner actually was on the job for that long, but it's just, you get that like feeling of home. as you're just going slowly towards this landing pad, freezing temperature, probably as cold, if not colder, than your planet, or LaJoc, I should say.
God.
Like a
you
nice
just
beach
have-
day.
You have that like feeling of nostalgia as you just kind of get closer and closer towards the landing pad.
And the entire time looking out the view, like the windows and view screens and everything, Snow's just gonna be thinking of that battle against those fucking chaos motherfuckers.
You mean the Hell Knights?
Yeah. The battle against the Hell Knights and the memories that I brought back from the Veskin War. And she's gonna stand at the front of the loading ramp with Twitch right next to her, guns loaded.
Okay, and you do so. As you see, no one is outside at all, and more frost just kind of builds up on the windshield part of your ship and different parts of your ship as you land it. Once once the bottom hack or bottom part slides open, I need to know the marching order.
And Snow's gonna be at the front of the pad. And
I'll probably be right behind.
And once when she gets off, she's actually going to hold her ground there until everyone else is off, and then close up the ship.
You take one side, I look at the other way. Like a tactical SWAT insertion.
Pretty much, he's going full military with this.
Toner would also probably want to be in front, just purely because he's a melee guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also as we're like getting off the ramp, a Toner will like pat Gunner on the back, like a reassuring pat, and just sort of like, just want to let you know, Gunner, that we're here for you. And then he'll walk off.
Good. Never been pep talk when we're about to assault a corporate espionage base, but alrighty then.
There is a
Thanks.
first time for everything.
Yeah, once when everyone's off, and Snow closes the hatch, he's gonna be like, stack up on the door over the comms, and rush over to the doorway itself.
So this is the first time I'm using like their newer dynamic lighting, so I'm hoping everything can be seen in front of you. It's just a circle like launch pad.
It's
right
currently
now.
all black on my screen.
Alright, I'm just gonna take it off. I was having that issue before, so let's just do this. You're gonna see the whole beginning part of it, and I'm okay with it. I'll explain how it works. Voila, it should all be visible right now.
Oh boy.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh boy.
Look at that.
So
Oh. Oh
out of
boy.
character, the top
Boy.
part that you see is just a launching pad. These I didn't get the squares to match up. I tried it several times,
Yeah, it's really
and with
hard.
this being like
That's fine, but I
with
control
this being
Kalani.
screenshot. Wait, what?
I'm
I can
controlling
also
Kalani.
control Kalani.
I
can't
could also control Kalani.
Oh
But I just
wait,
control
wait,
Gunner.
wait! I remember.
I can control myself and Kalani.
No.
It's all good.
No.
Whatever.
No.
Kalani's
She's
just flying.
magic.
I can't change it because you keep moving the piece.
Hold it still. I got it. I got her. Now. Jesus Christ.
You made me delete Kalani. You
We all got off the ship. Kalani just vanishes.
She just clips into the door.
Meme where the kid like peace signs and then just dissipates.
And she clips into the door and then falls through the earth.
Kalani's
God, it's a
just
video
like,
game!
Do I hit / unstuck in the chat?
So last week.
I can still move Kalani.
Oh my god.
So can I.
It's whatever.
What was that noise?
All right, I'll work on it later. I couldn't get dynamic lighting to work, and now I can't. People to stop touching Kalani.
I'm not touching it anymore. I stopped.
You have to move into the other side of a toner. I stopped moving Kalani as well.
I just would like to be able to move Gunner.
Okay.
Who's got the kazoo?
So this is the lift that you see. This lift right here has one, two. When you go to it, it has a mechanism next to it that you can use to raise up to either the first floor, the first floor and the second floor. The first floor, as you can see, is in front of you. The second floor, I have it mapped in that page. I'm going to have to take dynamic lighting off, but you'll see a bit more than what you need to see. You can go as a group. I'm just going to say all of you fit onto this with ease. I know it's square-wise. I know it's not going to work. But I'll just say, like, if all of you are taking the lift to a certain level, then all of you are there.
Okay.
When you do all walk over towards the lift, Jobron steps over and he says, Jobron's wearing this like Alaskan coat, which is very unusual for his character, but he has this Alaskan coat over his like power armor, and he's just like, you know, guys, I think it might be good if I just stay back and keep an eye out in case they do find us.
Yeah, I watched the ship, and where the hell did you get a coat that big?
He was, look, I don't want to talk about it. It's just I got I got lucky when it came to getting this coat. It's surprisingly fits around this power armor. You take a look, it's like scrunched up on his armor.
Gunner, you might want to check up on your seal.
Captain, I can't even move.
That was great.
It's so cold that Gunner has frozen solid.
But Joe Brown's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay back and just keep an eye on the ship. If something's to happen, I can immediately respond and make sure things are taken care of. He's like, he kind of just looks over to Havoc and he's like, yeah, I think this is great. I think what I'm doing right now is great for all of us. And looks over to Havoc, just a look of like you're not going to talk about this, right? And it's kind of hidden. It's hidden to the rest of the party, but it's kind of obvious to Havoc when like he kind of looks and he does this thing with his eyebrows.
Sense motive 30.
I was about to say I was gonna hit like the sense motive.
Did they bang? What? No. What? No.
And just
Havoc
That's my first die roll.
Oh god.
I didn't see what I rolled yet because
You got 31.
All right. Because I
you
reloaded the page and I had to bring up my character sheet again.
You sent something's up. The eyebrows definitely gave it away. If it wasn't him with a tight jacket, it's him with a tight jacket trying to do this thing with his face and it's cold out. That gave away that something's up.
He looks like he's constipated.
Havoc is gonna send a telepathic message over to Jobron, just like, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh my god, they did bang.
Whatever happened.
Oh my god.
Whatever happened. Right now we have more important things, so get on the lift.
I would if I could, Captain, but
You're
my
already on the
legs.
lift. You're frozen on the lift.
Well, I'm stuck here now. So make sure all the enemies are somewhere near the lift.
Gunner is just a turret now.
Beep, beep.
Just have a Snow carry Gunner along. Or a Jubilee
You
carry.
can put me on Jubilee. Did it. Did it. Like a fucking
Dang, I don't have any fire. I don't have
Transformers.
any fire thing.
That's too funny. Okay. As all of you go to arrange yourself on the lift, give me a perception check.
Hey.
Aye, Captain.
Alright, so now perception. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
I had
That
to
was a
fix
low
the
roll.
online character sheet that we had for me.
27.
Hmm.
And that will probably be the last time I use the online roller for tonight.
Womp womp.
Or wait, perception or initiative?
Perception.
Okay.
Perception. I did put the initiative thing up.
Yeah, that's what made me confused. Like, wait, oops, did I
Yeah,
roll the wrong
because-
one?
To get that 21, I rolled a 2 on the online roller.
Okay. I think everyone actually perceives it.
Shit.
I did.
Havoc has a 9. Okay. I think everyone except for one person.
Holy shit, even with
Go on.
rolling a 2.
So I have a 40.
Havoc's facing the wrong way.
Actually, yeah, let's do it this way. So all of this is being said, Havoc is placed directly towards the edge, right over there. I should actually mention, I didn't mention this before because I went off the script from the book. This says, icy winds howl outside this shallow cave, which provides some protection from the bitter cold. A metal platform extends over a wide hole in the frozen ground, connected to a cage-like lift that hangs precariously over the darkness below. So there, even though it's not on the map, this part is kind of set in a cave and slowly approaching. I'm going to say Havoc, since Havoc got the lowest roll. Slowly approaching behind Havoc is this medium-sized creature. Its skin is trying to find the best way to word it without saying what it is. Its skin is gray. Its hair, although it's cold outside, is almost like spiked out, and you can see several bits of barbed wire going in and out of this creature's body. This creature being in a armor that looks to be made of a bit of cloth, and let me see what the material is. A bit of cloth and like little bits of metal placed on it as well. Starts to approach behind Havoc. I should additionally mention this creature does have 4 arms, and it looks like some of the things, like 2 of the arms, look like they could have either been sewn on or the barbed wire did a number to this creature. And it has yellow, beady eyes. And it starts to approach behind Havoc. And I'm going to say as soon as it gets about 10 feet away from Havoc, that is when all of you spot it. And that's where I'm going to do the initiative roll.
Rundus, is that
Oh no.
you?
Who's Rundus? Oh, high roll this time.
That was
Oh,
the
really?
pre-gen character that Brandon gave me in my first ever session.
Oh, was
Wait,
that the,
why did it
android?
mark my roll as Kalani's roll?
Yeah, I'm
I-
definitely not
so-
using the fucking online roller again.
So last week, or yeah, when we did the train battle, I gave everyone access to Kalani, so it'd be like there's a lot of spells here if someone needs healing.
Oh, that
Spells.
explains that.
I forgot to switch it between that and now, so literally everyone has access to Kalani, and I'm trying to switch it now.
And
Wow.
how did-
I sucked ass with my initiative roll.
That's a nat 1.
Yes,
Mhm.
I was.
And how is it that Gunner can't control his figure?
I'll take that. I'll take your role instead, Haddock. That's all.
Wait, no.
No.
You should be able to control it now. That's still weird though.
I can now, yes.
Boink.
All right. I'm gonna send a picture in the Discord of what the creature looks like. I'm gonna roll initiative. I'm gonna pick a random
That looks like Goofy.
figurine.
Yo.
A very badly drawn Goofy.
All for yuck and do it again.
I can do it again.
No, you have to do for yuckin'. For yuckin' do it
You'll
again.
tell you what to do.
Picture should be up.
You put it in general. Oh boy, look at
I
him.
did.
Now everyone knows.
Look at that handsome man. No.
Look at that boy.
Oh,
Why?
God.
Wait, why is this a thing?
Who's doing this? What is that monster? Oh, look at him.
This is the thing. Why is
Oh,
this a thing?
oh my God.
Oh,
Oh my
something
God.
like this in the jungle.
Oh my God.
I don't know why that's a thing.
No.
Oh my
I
God.
literally typed in villain token, and that was like the 5th or 6th one that popped up.
What? What is that?
That is hilarious.
I need to increase. Oh God, there he is.
Good Lord.
What is Bill Gates doing here? Oh God, he's gotten bigger.
Oh my God.
He's expanded.
God sigh.
Is this Atlas shrugging?
Yep.
Jesus.
So he is medium size, and it's just one of them. But he looks like that.
Does he look like Bill Gates?
Sure.
Please, does he look like Bill Gates, Brandon?
Sure, let's. Bill
Or
Gates
rip his
was
shit,
in a
undead
cave.
Bill Gates.
We're gonna rip apart undead Bill Gates.
Oh God.
He was on the
Time to die,
bottom
rich
half
man.
of Verses.
So you're the mastermind.
That's my first. That's gonna be my first thing. Like, what the heck is that thing?
He balls up his one fist and clutches it with the other one and says, "Windows 99, bitch."
Oh, No.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Texted in my other chat, hey, we gonna beat up zombie Bill Gates.
Let me see.
Bet you wish your game was this good.
I guess we know what the title will be.
Oh man, this is +5 to that initiative roll, so he has a 8 + 8, 13. All right, just gotta do the order real quick. 26. Did I put snow on here twice?
I did the roller myself on snow, and I'm
Okay.
only seeing my icon the one time. You might need to clear out all the old stuff.
Is it just not showing up? Period.
Yeah, because all I'm seeing is Kalani, Zombie Bill Gates, and Snow.
Okay, I'm just gonna delete everything and just re-put it back in by hand. One sec.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I'm going to use this opportunity to go to the bathroom, because it's also going to take a while before I get to my turn.
I'm more than likely the very last person to play, so.
Healers are best at the last.
I guess the healers are best being last, huh? I'll be right back.
I really burned Brandon,
Yes.
do you have my initiative?
What
put
was
up?
it again?
Oh, I can do it from here, huh? 18.04. There we go.
Man, we all rolled really badly on initiative.
This is the first time I'm ever going first.
This is a low roll for me. I got a 5.
Yeah, I got a 2.
You and Bill Gates.
Normally I'd be in the 20s because of my 10 modifier.
Yeah, I got a 2 on the dice.
Okay. So you were going to go first. I think I have it.
We're waiting for somebody to come back, right?
I mean, we're just an initiative, but it's not her turn yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just tell me
it's
when.
going to be a while. They're on the lower end with a
Yeah.
3 and a 3 for initiative.
She's second to last.
What, I'm second last?
No, it's no. You're just last. I didn't mean for that to sound bad.
That was so mean.
I didn't mean for it to come out that way. I apologize.
What are you apologizing about?
I was like, oh, well, she's second to last, and and then guy's like, wait, I'm second to last. I'm like, no, you're just dead last. And I felt bad. I'm like, that did not mean to come out like I did.
Joe Brian, you see what I mean?
Hey, the last is usually the best. I'm the one that can heal everybody.
Exactly, that's a good thing for you.
I guess.
Yeah, Havoc is first up.
All right, I
Ooh,
think
go
I know
ahead.
what I want to do. Ooh, I might double whammy him. Okay. Okay, so hold on. I just need to look into one last thing. I'm really sorry.
It's all good, hon.
Okay, so I am going to cast Command on the boy. As my eyes go green and you hear Ville's voice just say grovel. So that's she said that was false. So the target falls to the ground and remains prone for 1 round. It can make a will save against my DC. That does not make it. And so it falls to the ground prone for the rest of its turn. And I would also like to use my feat Frightful Display. I can attempt an Intimidate check to demoralize the creature. So I am going to forego the online roller because it's booty cheeks. So I'm going to try and intimidate. Where's intimidate? That is 25 to intimidate.
Nice.
Let's see. Gotta look up demoralize real quick.
Great. You scared Bill Gates off of his ass.
There you go. He's like cowering in the corner. Don't eat
A little robo rat scares Bill Gates.
me.
Communist robot rat
So-
scares the shit out of Bill Gates.
DC check.
Bill Gates a bot.
DC of the check is equal to 10 plus your opponent's total intimidate skill, or 15 plus 1.5 your opponent's skill. Intimidate for this creature is wow. Okay, 25.
Oh, damn.
So 10 plus 25. That will not succeed.
Heck yeah! So now it is
Not-
prone and
I'm
demoralized.
sorry. It's 35 total. His intimidate alone is 25,
Yeah.
Oh,
and then it adds another 10.
oh, it so beat me.
Yeah.
So you knocked Bill Gates on his ass in the snow.
And then I did a really creepy smile, which didn't really do anything.
Weird.
You try to demoralize him, and he's like, Windows XP is the best. Fuck Vista.
It's almost like a Cheshire cat grin, like. Yeah.
That
I'm
boot
bad
up
now.
sound is booty.
That boot up sound is booty.
So it's gonna be like to Jobron. You got this one?
Joe Brown's like, yeah, I got it. I forgot.
Don't even worry about it. Take a nap. I'll wake you up when I'm done.
Is that it for Havoc?
Yep.
Gunner?
So with a prone target, what does that?
It means range
Do.
attacks are a disadvantage.
They
Aw.
get if you're attacking in melee, you basically get +4 to hit. If you're attacking with range, you get -4 to hit.
Oh dang, I forgot that.
That's why I was like, Jobron, you got this? We could just take the elevator and you could handle this guy.
Just leave it to him.
He said
Dear
he's
God,
gonna
Also, the
defend his
person
ship.
that's prone gets -4 to melee attacks as well. I'm not sure about ranged attacks that they make.
And
though.
also, don't forget, though the alarms are trying to get the security to the other side of the building, if people hear gunshots, they'll likely go towards the gunshots.
Like, what the fuck?
So just trying to make sure about a +2 or a -2 to their AC, being that I have the sniper, the sniper thing for my class.
Just looking at prone again.
Yeah, just a sniper, sharpshooter. When you're trying to target, I guess should you consider this with cover?
Would I consider with cover? No, I mean he's just prone in front of you. So
Okay, well then sniper's aim doesn't take effect, so it's still a -4. So if I try to do a full attack, I'd be taking a -6. All right. If that's the case, then I guess I will just fire once.
You have like any like tactical knives or anything?
I am not a melee boy. I have no strength. It is all range.
Wait, if you had an
So-
operative weapon, you could at least attack with dex.
Yeah, but I'm also not going to get close to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because then if I go range, which is the only way I hit anything, I had to deal with their AC and also them attacking me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So -4 makes that 11 plus. Being that's a sniper. Actually, no, I'm doing the rifle right. So that's. Okay, so 15 minus 4 is 11, plus 17 is 28, 29, and I believe that's at 29.
hits.
Okay, cool. Uh, 14. 25 plus versatile specialization, so that makes it 35. And because I didn't do that, I don't get the bonus. So 35 damage total.
Okay. 35 jotted on Bill Gates.
Uh,
Never thought that sentence was kind of out of my mouth
And it's-
ever.
cold and piercing if that changes anything.
Cold and piercing. Quick sec. Nope. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else?
That's it, because I'm not going to take a full action, so do my own thing. That's it.
So, as this creature steps up from being prone, you see his eyes turn from like this golden, like yellow color to like a fire red color. And any creature that can make eye contact with him, I need a will save from, or I should say, anyone that has made eye contact to them will save.
I mean, Snow is turning away towards Jobron and then heading to the elevator. So I'm gonna
Knowing
leave it
that
up
we
to
were
you.
going to the elevator, I would have done my shot and then run away, but I'll still take it if you want me to.
Up to you.
21.
21. Okay.
And what is this? A will
Will
save? So that's a 27.
Okay.
Did we all have to make a will save?
It was just anyone who was looking at the creature. Because I shot at him, I was looking, but then I turned around to go to the thing, but I made a roll anyway to say.
Oh, I should probably. Because Havoc probably would have had to see it to make a command, so I
Probably.
will make a. What is it?
Will save.
Whoa.
19.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, it's
Uh,
Starfinder, so.
I know. I'm impressed because Will's not a easy stat to have everyone do so well at.
The saves actually seem a lot more generous than the like skill checks.
Yeah, because
I mean, they're
the
only
saves are also
your base save
significantly
plus an
less.
ability mod. Yeah. So like my lowest is a 9 because reflexes are 3 for soldiers, but because I have such a high dex, it's 9.
For me, my lowest is 4, which is will, because that goes into wisdom, and mechanics don't need a whole lot of wisdom.
Yeah, for Solarians, they have very good fortitude and will. My base is 7 for both of those.
And my 4 is 9, and my reflex is 12.
I just need one more, and this one is just going to come from Kalani.
4.
Well,
One will save.
A will save for me. Okay. Alright. Oh, where is the will save here? Oh, there it is. Second.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do the role play part before I go into what the will save was for. Bill Gates steps up from being prone, so let me handle that first. And as Bill Gates steps up, Bill Gates' gaze turns into like a blood fiery red-ish color that all of you happen to see. Jobron, who's directly behind you, intersects in between you and Bill Gates.
Oh, what's it called? Is it the start of a new round?
No, it's the same round. I have
Oh.
Jobron going the same round that this Bill Gates is going.
So it's the same round.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
was
it
just
wouldn't
prone,
be the
right?
beginning of the new round until it came back to you.
Yeah. So he's still prone.
Okay. So he gives a very pouty face while he's prone, and as he gives it odd gaze and his eyes begin to shift colors and things like that, Jobron puts his like bigger size armor piece blocking sight from the gaze between Bill Gates and all of you, and says, if you're planning on going, maybe now's the time. The gaze doesn't affect anyone except for Kalani. The effect is minor, though. I'm still gonna read it, but it's not anything that's gonna affect her right now. If all of you go down,
Turn to stone.
let me see. Unnerving gaze. Any creature that views this visage is beset by visions of torment. A creature that fails a actually, what did Kalani get? 16?
Mm-hmm.
A creature that fails a DC 18 will save. Will saving throw against this gaze is panicked for 1d4 rounds as horrifying images and sounds flood its mind. This is a mind affecting fear effect. Whether a creature saves or not, it can't be affected for the next 24 hours. However, every round after the first that a creature is within the range of the gaze, it is racked by phantom pains and must succeed at a fort save or be nauseated for 1 round. That is also a mind affecting effect. So for this round, you're counted as just being panicked. But if all of you take the thing down, then we're just not going to play it out. But Jobron's going to step in between Bill Gates and the rest of the party and just say, if you're trying to go, now's the time. Can Bill Gates still attack this round, even if prone?
Nope. Oh.
Not unless it's within melee range.
Yeah, because I think
Of
it's
where he
under.
currently
I
is.
think under its turn, it is doing the command, so it has to follow that command.
Well, you see Jobron. I forget the weapon that Jobron has.
The
'cause
pike.
in here.
Yeah, the pike.
You see Jobron just raise up the pike and goes to make a strike at this creature. Bill Gates gives this like blood curdling screech, goes like ah.
Jeez.
Oh that is hilarious.
Brandon, you've ruined me.
Jobron's like, you gotta go. I think there's more.
Oh my god.
That's the plan.
Away!
End turn. That ends Jobron's turn. So Atoner's up, followed by Snow and Kalani. If all of you are choosing to go forward, then I'm just going to take you from that E1 to where E2 is. And I'll put the initiative order on hold.
Yeah,
So
Snow's
next time
moving
initiative
forward,
runs, we'll go this
so
one.
it's whatever everyone else is doing.
Jobron, be careful. Don't use this as an excuse to mysteriously vanish from the narrative.
God damn it.
To be fair, Joe is gonna come back. Joe is still doing his workouts. He's like maybe halfway, so is looking like it'd be closer to like October, November. So I'm not writing him off. I just wanted to kind of use Jobron as a way to role play and build some things up for some things I hope that will happen. He wasn't there to like throw shade on Snow and Gunner, but more of like there's a
That was just for
madness.
Brandon's sake.
Yeah, that was a me using this character to build backstory. But the choice is up to all of you at this point. If you want to fight this battle out, you can. If you want to advance forward, Jobron's going to just hold off this position for you, and we'll leave it like that for right now. As I mentioned, Joe is still part of the team, but I know he's not going to be here for this whole part you're doing. So I kind of
It's a good way to have him be involved without actually being involved.
Exactly, but because all of you did the like club scene, and I know Joe wouldn't have went, so it's just like I kind of need him around, but I need him purposeful. So up to you. As a group, you decide where we go from here.
Yeah, I made my decision. Moving forward. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to the elevator.
I'm going with the group.
It's 3 moving forward.
Bump cars.
Slamming down that elevator button.
Alright, yeah, we're all moving forward.
Before I go, I give Joberon a heal potion.
Okay.
Just to be on this, be safe side. So
Okay.
in case he gets on the hurt side, he has a potion that he can take, so he doesn't die on us.
So I'm going to take Bill Gates off the initiative board. I'm going to remove the initiative board because we still have 50 minutes, and that was like one of the easier ones I know we could skip. So I'm going to just move this to the side real quick. Why didn't it disappear? And if we do go back to initiative, I'm going to use this as like new initiative, and I'm just going to roll the enemy in since half the party still hasn't done anything yet with that. Just to keep things flowing. Go back to this tab. All right. So yeah, as I mentioned, you're on the metal platform that's extended over the wide hole. You hit the button for the lift, and it begins to lower you. As I mentioned, you can go to the first floor or the. Let's see. You can go to the first floor or the second floor. If you go to the second floor, I gotta switch the map.
I'm probably gonna clear up from the bottom. Well, aren't we going down? So it's technically the top down.
Yeah, top down.
So,
Technicality.
yeah, top down.
So first level.
Mhm.
All right.
Actually, I'm sorry. It tells you that there are 3 floors here. I had to reread because it's very specific with this part of the module. Okay, so you arrive onto the first floor. Let me see what it says in front of you. First level lift platform. The lift stops here on the first level of black site. Metal steps descend to a metal catwalk overlooking a large open area. 4 sets of you see that there are 4 sets of stairs that descends to a central part of the area below E3 from the catwalk. And directly in front of you, a metal catwalk overlooks a large open plan room where Eclipse technicians operate computers mounted to a metal platform that rise from the stone floor. A rectangular yellow lights positioned low on the walls bathe the room in an eerie artificial twilight.
Yeah, chances are these are the same as those slaves back at their other station.
Mm-hmm. And you kind of have that feel when you walk up to them. They're kind of plugged into these different computers placed in front of you.
Alright, let's sweep through, try to find some of the head guys and knock them out.
Can we try and unplug them from their computers?
It would be best not to, and it'll take too much time. We could try on our way out.
This is
So
the best option. We don't need them knowing where we are.
So all of that is all of E3, and there's people plugged into each computer set that you see in front of you, each bubble. Other than that, you see the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 6 doors towards your left, where out of game, where you see the E4 symbols, and the pathway that goes towards the right. Lighting here. Gotta switch tabs again. The dull yellow cylindrical light that you see is kind of lighting most of this room, and the hallway looks a little bit like darker.
Make sure you keep an eye out for any more Terminators, and let's keep moving.
God, Terminators. Oh my god.
You forgot
I'm just
about that
gonna
guy,
be listening
didn't
for
ya?
big stompies.
Listening for big stompies.
Yeah, Dino
Listen for
Sunday.
Big Steppy.
Dino Sundays. Always gotta keep an ear out for the big stompies.
Even though a T-Rex can just crouch down and apparently not make any sound.
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay. So, from this point, are we going to move forward? Do you want to do anything with this room? you wanna
Moving forward,
explore?
not really interacting with the room.
Yeah, just going sort of through the halls, just try to see if there's anything more than just people and connected to their computers.
Okay. I'm going to say that one of these doors labeled E5 that's directly in front of you is slightly open, and just like taking a little peek into it, these just looks like the equivalent of like an office cubicle, except that there are those are real walls separating them instead of the actual like cubicle walls that you can kind of stick your head over and say like, "Hey Bob, what's up?" With these ones, you don't see any bots like vacating any, or you don't see any bot vacating that room right there, the one that's slightly cracked open. Let me see, directly in front of you.
Oh yeah, Toner will tap the side of his head that he has the cybernetic eye in, and he'll like just sort of turn to Snow and be like, "We recording all this?
Yep.
Good."
Other than that, you just see the set of 3 doors that's placed directly in front of you, and the doors to the left and right of you. It just appears to be a 5-foot wide hallway where you're just walking on like steel the whole way, Drew. Would you like to advance?
And once we get to the junction, fan left and right.
Yeah.
Clear any kind of hostiles, and if there's anyone in charge, question them before you kill them.
Okay. I guess a Toner, give me a perception check since you happen to be the leader, or the first one going down the hallway.
That's a 10.
Once you walk towards the end of the hallway, you only hear the sounds, or you only hear, the sound of the footsteps that you and your party are making walking forward. That's about it. You don't hear anyone that sounds like they're on patrol. You don't hear anything behind any of the closed doors that are in front of you that you see. Just odd silence in a very cold place.
So they don't even have the heaters on inside for these people.
Don't need to.
Not
They're
what
basically
you see.
corpses.
What would you like to do?
And Snow's
Lead the
gonna,
way, Tona.
Snow's gonna indicate for a Turner to go right, and she's gonna go left into E14.
Oh, I was gonna go into E14.
Everyone wants to go to the party room.
Right. Fine. Like whatever way you go, she's gonna go the other way.
Okay. Yeah, Toner, he'll open up the door. It's directly to his left. To the E14.
Okay. I'm like just switching between 2 tabs, so there might be a delay every time I speak. You're going to go towards E14.
Yep. And Snow's gonna go to E5.
I had to hold the Alt button and like drag you to get it onto the square properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just didn't proportion right. I do want to see where everyone is positioned as the door gets open. So for Gunner, for Havoc, and for Kalani, I wanted to see where you wanted to be positioned.
So Gunner's going to E5.
Yeah, or I mean, I'm at least outside the door.
Yeah.
AKA a toner's about to get tased by a door.
Kalani's going for E14, and which direction is Havoc going?
Havoc just seems to be in the middle, man.
I am going to
Middle
keep
right.
an eye on both to just wait and see if anybody takes damage,
Okay.
so she can run. No, I'm joking.
I already died once. I'm not doing it again.
I won't die by a robot once more.
I'm gonna have my static arc pistol drawn and ready.
That's pretty much me with my ice carbine.
Yeah,
And
the
since around here, the hailstone pistol probably is not going to be of much.
the laser Gatling gun is already pretty much spinning for Jubilee, and Snow has her rifle at the ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I want to start with Snow. Snow, as you open up your door, you take a look into this room, and it looks to be another like office room with just odd demotivational posters, but you can see like the humor in it is just like terrible humor, like work yourself to death. What's the worst that can happen? And like picture, like kind of place underneath of that.
Don't hang in there.
Fuck.
Yeah, like that theme of stuff. Like
And
It's the
Remember-
shit
A busy worker is a good
Remember,
worker.
You're here forever. Just like Jesus Christ.
remember, you gave your life for us.
Jesus.
Please walk around the dead bodies.
Oh God.
Maintenance
What
will
was
clean
that?
them up
Maintenance will
shortly.
be there soon.
What was that like Fallout style game in space? Was that Outer Worlds or Outer Wilds?
Outer
Wait, which
Worlds, I
one?
think you're talking about.
The Outer Worlds is the one. Outer Wilds is the one where you die and repeat.
And was there anything else in the room?
not unless you want to go in and investigate a bit more.
Yeah, she's going into breach and clear.
Before you do that, I'm gonna say that both of these doors are open kind of simultaneously, and
Okay,
You-
I'm
you
gonna.
take it in first, and then tell it to your partner. A toner. When you open the door that you're placed at, you both doors are unlocked. When you open it, it's just a turn of the handle. I don't know if you want to kick it open, even though it's unlocked. That's up to you. But a toner, when you open up this door, this room also looks to be like an office room of some sort. This one, however, as compared to the other offices that had like a white finished touch to it, this one has a black metal desk as well as a hard black metal chair at the workstation that it's at. The office itself just looks to be a bit unfurnished though, and it has a computer thing next to it. Computer setup.
Is the computer open or is it locked?
The computer looks like it's on. I should say for both of them, both of the computers look like they're on for E5 and E14. But it looks like if you were to get onto the one in E14, a password would need to be required.
I'm not even trained in computers. Never mind.
So E5 just has like the general service computer, and E14 has the more advanced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Toner will calm Snow and let her know, like, I found an office. It looks more advanced than the other ones. Needs a password to get in.
All right. Havoc, guard the doorway. I'm going to go see to that computer. Everyone else, sweep through the next room.
You caught me just as I was about to go to the bathroom. What happened?
She was just saying to guard the doorway, and everyone else is gonna sweep through everything else as she goes through the computer
Which doorway?
where you're currently at.
Okay. Aye, aye, Captain.
Just doing something on my end really quick. 1 second. Actually, I get back to it in a second. Is Gunner gonna go to E6 and open it, or is Gunner just waiting in the hallway at E6? Just to make sure I have that correct. Gunner.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Oh.
Going to E6, and I'm going to turn the knob to see if it's unlocked.
Okay. I want to do the process of E14 first.
Okay.
So Snow, you're gonna go over. You're gonna go and attempt to hack this.
Yep.
Okay. Did you already roll computers? Did I miss that
I did not
part?
roll computers yet. I was waiting. That is a nat 20 with a plus
Nice.
22.
Sweet.
Even you didn't even need the nat 20 for this roll. This is something you could have actually achieved easily. But I digress. The computer that's set in front of you, the other computers were set as like a tier 2 or tier 3 type computer, but this one happened to be a tier 5, meaning some like higher position or some possible port of management. This is one of their computers. With your computer's check, let me see really quick. When you hack into this computer, you find 2 modules labeled on there once you get past the password part and the firewall that was behind that. One is titled Black Site Floor Plan, and the other one is titled Journal. Before you go into either one of those 2 files, I'm going to go to Gunner, opening up E6. Gunner, as you open the door, this one is also unlocked. Sheets of transparent material are stacked in the southwest corner of this laboratory, while 2 metal tables to the north and south display incomplete suits of armor crafted from the same material. A translucent suit streaked with red and purple markings is suspended in display case affixed to the eastern wall.
Ooh. All right.
So yeah, that is what you see, and that is with your computer's check. That is what you gather, as well. So I don't know who wants to go first and doing what. I know a majority of the party is near E14, but how do you want to handle this?
Haven't decided what they were doing yet, despite Snow's orders to keep searching.
And I'm searching.
Yeah, you're the only one who is.
I'm going to check out this armor.
Don't know what the fuck everyone else is doing.
I am the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically hanging with a toner.
And so they're gonna check 13.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
Beep.
I'm doing this to help me keep track because there's this all goes in like a circular pattern, so I want to make sure I get the rooms correct.
Someone's got to eat that inevitable door trap.
All right, gang, let's split up.
You just hear zaps from across the facility. Just
Okay. I'll go in the same order. So I'm gonna start with Snow, then I'm gonna go to Gunner, and then I'm gonna go to Havoc. Where's Havoc going to?
Havoc
I
is
am-
staying watch.
I am
okay.
I am sitting my happy ass right here and keeping lookout.
Okay. So Snow, Gunner, Havoc, and then a Toner and Kalani in that order. Snow, which file would you like to go in? I'll give you both. Let's
mean,
keep it simple.
Floor plan would be the
'Cause you
first one that she opens up, and then the journal would be the second. And also, she want, if possible, she would send a message to No Name and try to link her through this computer. See if she could do anything else in this factory or whatever with it.
Okay. I'm going to do the floor plan first. Hopefully I can do this without any hiccups. So as you take a look at the floor plan, you begin to see a detailed layout. You see in character the floor plan that we see out of character with the different rooms, how like the architecture of the place is built. However, you also see the other floors, which I'm going to put just you to see that, assuming I did it correctly.
I definitely do see it.
So you see that there's not only a second floor and a third floor, but there is a hidden fourth floor that requires a key card to get to, and not even shown on the map that you see is a um, another hidden hidden but inaccessible fifth floor that houses some type of giant mechanical device on this floor. It doesn't really, it's detailed, but it's not enough to put together what it is. It just looks like several beams and things would shoot out of it. Give me a. You have physical science, right?
Yeah.
Give me a physical science check.
Physical science. It's plus 18. Alright, that's 28.
Okay. Um, with your physical science skill, it's enough to put together at least what type of device this thing is. What you are looking at on the fifth floor is a particle accelerator. Um, the other details and the like theories and equations that are along next to it on this computer that you're looking at is a little bit harder to make out, but you're at least picking up that.
And she's definitely going to download all the information and store it, as well as transmit the next 3 floor. Oh, yeah, the other
2 floors.
Yeah, the other 2 floors, level 2 and 3, to everyone else.
Yeah, level 4 you can additionally see as well. It's the fifth level is the one that's not seen in front of you is the only one you actually like.
The stuff that requires a key card, she's going to hold on to until they find a key card.
Okay. All right. And then did it send you back to the first map, the
Yep.
one that everyone else used? Okay, cool. I'm gonna read off the second part to you also. Let me see. Journal. When you take a look at the journal, this journal looks to document this individual's life. The name that you see here says Kaeon is like the name of the journal article. It starts off with like things that he's done from like at the age of 5 to present day. And as you start to look further into this file, a hologram pops up in the room of the same individual. This person looks to be a scientist and actually looks like a person that you saw on a hologram before, when you first arrived on the asteroid. When you arrived on the asteroid, there was a moment where you ran into an individual that said, as soon as you arrived, they're like, "Oh, I have to go." And look just like that. The hologram speaks to you and says, "It's exceedingly rude to go looking through other people's belongings. If you want to know something, just ask." This is where I'm going to cut the gunner. This is E6. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Gunner, you see this suit of armor. You see, what is it? A translucent suit streaked with red and purple markings is suspended in a display case affixed to the eastern wall. When you take a look at the other tables in the room, you can see other suits of armor, but they don't look complete. This suit of armor in front of you looks to be completely like lightweight and looks to be built similar to that of like an exosuit.
Oh god. It's a custom suit of armor, very much like Snow's.
Uh-oh.
Do you have physical science as a skill?
I do not. I don't have really any sciences as a skill.
Okay, so just looking at it, it just looks to be like a type of exosuit to you. You can feel free to check more around the room, but that's the like highlight of the room that you spot.
Yeah.
In the case.
So yeah, it would have a very similar-ish design to Snow's. Lightweight
Nice.
armor that is a power armor.
Hey, Snow. I think I just found my new armor. Come check it out.
So is there anything you would like to do right this second? Like
I
glaring.
guess I'll just get a closer look at it. Like, trying, I guess. Well, no. I'm gonna look around for any traps or anything like a sensor on the armor rack.
Okay.
The only thing I have is like for perception. So that would be 18 plus 22, 32.
With a 32, you don't spot any traps of any sort. Just several incomplete suits and one that looks to be complete that a reddish purplish hue kind of radiates off of different parts of it. I'm actually going to grab my phone and take a picture because it does look really, really cool.
It sounds really cool.
I think I know what you're talking about. If my memory is correct from reading these books. Is there any like paperwork or anything like that? Is there any? I mean, it's a lab, but there's probably computers, so I doubt there's like just hand notes.
Not here, no. This looks like more of a chemicals, component pieces. You can see different like sheets of like steel, carbon, and things placed in the room, but not really any paperwork next to it.
All right, I'm gonna come over to Snow's like, hey, I found some armor here. Probably check it out because I want it.
You realize as you are saying that to Snow after like checking the room for it, the door closes behind you and you hear it lock.
Oh fuck, I'm locked in.
Havoc, perception check.
Going to come to life.
Aye, Captain.
Good thing I've got slippery shooter.
All right, should be popping up in the Space Furries any minute now.
19 plus 3.
20. With a 22, you hear Gunner begin to say something, and then the door just kind of closes behind him. When you continue to spectate around the room, around the hallways, you're still not picking up any other like sounds other than your party members' footsteps going to a different door or things like that.
Uh-oh. Is the door right here open?
It was never open, but if you wanted to open it, I would say you can. Easy.
I'm gonna open it and peek my head in. We may have a problem.
And does the hologram seem like it's interactive or just a rude little recording?
It does seem like it's interactive. It looks like you could have a conversation with this hologram.
And she's just gonna patch No Name through, give the hologram the finger, and walk out. What's the problem?
Gunnar went to check out the other room. He was about to say something, but then the door shut.
All right, let's go that way.
You sure you don't want me to keep looking out here?
I mean, you could stay behind if you really want.
Okay.
And Snow's gonna go check out the door.
I'm gonna move back a little bit so I can keep an eye on Snow.
Okay. I'm going to switch over to Atoner and Kalani. As you go over to your door, this door is also unlocked. So you twist the handle, it opens up, or you kick it down. Again, up to you. The room in front of you, a 10-foot tall, still cylindrical machine, stands in the center of this room, connected by, let me make sure I'm reading the right one, E13? Yeah, okay. Connected by clear plastic wire casing to 3 mesh cages to the east, south, and west. Inside each cage, rabbits huddle in a layer of sawdust, their white coats marred by partially healed wounds caked with dried blood. Mechanical bladed arms are poised above each cage.
Animal experimentation. Just to make these guys even more evil than they already were.
Oh, hell no. Is there any sort of button that just says release all?
Not that you're seeing, and not from the hallway. If you wanted to look, you'd have to go inside and check.
What's up, Atoner?
He just like points into the room.
I look around, I look into the room. I'm like, oh, they're experimenting on animals. Shame on them. Why don't you stay here and guard the door? Make sure. I thought I might have heard something about a door locking behind somebody. So make sure that doesn't happen, and I want to go and see if I can release the animals.
Before you do that, give me you have physical science, right?
I do a little bit, but I'm more of a life sciences.
This particular one requires physical science if that is a check that you have.
I didn't put any ranks into it.
So,
what's your score?
So
Like your
I'm
total.
basically just off of my ability only of 3.
I actually have a physical science of 5.
Yeah, out of the party. Snow has the scientist. She has the electronics expert. She has the mechanics expert.
Well, I'm a life sciences and medicine person. What do you expect?
okay. You both head into the room. I'm just trying to see what you can do to try to help release these bunnies. There's no easy way to figure this out. Each cage, the way it's set up, there is no way for them to really escape other than the why can't I think of it? The machine being used with the blades on it and cutting through it. There is a button next to the machine that would start it, but it's not pushed at the moment.
Yeah, let's not push that.
How sturdy, like, what were the cages made out of again?
Let me see. Temple tall to do connected by clear plastic wire casings to 3 mesh cages to the east, south, and west. Yeah,
How
mesh.
strong would you say the mesh cages are?
Let me see. It doesn't
just gonna
have it
brute
here.
force that shit.
That's what I was saying. Just like either cut it open or just tear it open.
Yeah, usually.
So this is like, screw this technical crap. Just tear open the cage like it's a can of beans.
You can probably cut it open with your sword or whatever.
And then a bunny's hole.
I'm gonna say that it's
If it's anything like normal mesh that we have around, you'd be able to. You'd probably be able to cut it open.
I'm gonna say like if you are to attempt it, it's gonna be durable. It's something that's gonna take you. I'm gonna have it be a strength check if it's something you're gonna like try to like pull and pry open, and it's something that won't instantly happen. Like if you succeed on the check, it won't. First round, it's done. It'll take a bit of like pull and tear. Not
I
the
am rolling terribly tonight. 18
Yeah.
athletics.
18 athletics. Yeah, you tried on the very first cage, and the bunnies kind of come over to you, and where you're trying to get a grip, they're like sniffing where your hand is making it a bit difficult to try to pry this cage open.
It tickles.
Yeah, and it's just you're not having that much leeway this first time around trying to pry it.
Why don't you come into the room, Toner, and work on doing that, and I'll place myself where you're at now on the map.
And Snow's gonna see through a Toner's eye and like keep looking for hostiles. We can worry about all this other stuff later.
Okay. Before I cut back to Gunner, I just want to make sure which room is Kalani going to be in?
Both of them were just in 13.
Yeah, Kalani, a Toner, and 13.
Okay. So because a trap did activate, which I'm super sorry, the perception to spot that trap was a 36.
Oh man.
For Gunner, and I think you had a 34.
I did have a high, but not that high.
I know. I just look like. Ugh.
My last roll was a 14 plus 18.
I gotta get to the part of the module where this is. Yeah, perception DC 36.
Oof.
The door begins to, or the door slams behind you. Activates. Let me see. I'm going to read off a couple things here. The room is equipped with a nano flechette launcher trap that activates one round after anyone enters without swiping a Eclipse key card through the card reader. The door is sealed off by a steel partition with a hardness of 20, 80 hit points, and a break DC of 28. And 5 wall apertures open up to launch nano flechettes at every creature in the room.
All right.
The trap
For anyone
operates.
who doesn't know, flechette is essentially like a shotgun blast.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I am aware.
Of nails.
The trap operates for 10 rounds unless all apertures have been closed or destroyed.
Where is this?
In
Where
the
I
room
am.
that Gunner's trapped.
room.
Oh.
Gunner's eye
So-
becomes cheese.
The trap activates, and I'm going to roll initiative because it's literally 10 rounds.
Oh.
I mean, and it's also Snow trying to get in from the outside too.
Or I'll just put initiative up. It has a high initiative, but I'm going to activate it now. I'm going to do the 5 attacks. Try to run through this because I know we're pressed on time a little bit right now. So
Well, I
it
got a
has
30.
5 attacks. It has a plus 25 to attack. So I'm just going to roll a d20 and add 25.
Cool. So it just needs to get a 4 or below.
I got a 19 for my initiative.
I got a 30 for mine.
Wait, are we re-rolling initiative or?
I mean, I am.
The balance of things.
Okay. That's actually not bad.
That's actually, yeah, not bad. 25, a 30, I'm assuming it won't hit you.
A 30, it just meets my kinetic.
Okay, so then
So
it
it's
was,
up to
I
you.
think the 30, the natural 20, and the 7 are the only ones that are gonna connect this
Mhm.
first time.
And I don't get like trying to like reflex or anything.
Let me see. Because these are attack rolls from the thing. Like
Okay.
they're each its own thing. I'll go through this too in case you try to damage it. EAC 23, KAC 27. It
Well,
does have
how about
a heart.
this?
Go ahead.
Being that I got a 30 initiative, do I go first?
Depends. It has a 17 to initiative.
If you want to try and roll and beat
Okay,
my
cool.
30,
Easy.
Yeah, it goes
Yes.
after me.
You-
Holy shit.
Yeah.
okay, cool. So, being that the case, I see the two tables. Are there undersides to the table?
Quick second.
Basically, I'm looking for any cover I can possibly use, and I'm thinking the tables are probably my
Yeah.
best bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Table's a good cover. There's 5 of them in the room, so they would all be positioned differently.
Yeah.
But
So
I'll
either
count it as cover.
I'm going to get under there, or if they're removable, I'll use it as like sort of a shield and best block as much as I can, giving myself, I want to say, a +2 to AC.
Yeah, I'll count that as a +2. So
Okay.
given the same rolls that I have now, with a +2, that 5's gonna miss, right?
Yeah. So only the 7 and the 20 would hit
Okay.
because now it has to
Okay.
beat a 32.
Okay, that sounds great to me.
So a 6 or below will save me.
Mhm.
Will keep me safe. Okay. So 2 hits so far.
One of them being a crit, which isn't so nice.
Yeah, no, I had to pull that card out, don't I?
Mm-hmm. And Brandon, what do I see on my side other than the door is locked?
That's all that you see. The door locks itself. It locks itself and it's tightens. What did I say was on that? The door locks itself, it tightens up, and then on the inside, a steel partition is placed in as well.
What about the wall next to the door?
I don't see anything on the book about it, so I'm gonna say that there is nothing there. Or
I
just
assume
the
these are
wall.
kinetic.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
with that
Good.
being the case, snow is actually going to move slightly offset from the door and make a door through the wall.
35 points of damage is the one that was not a crit. It technically had an attack roll. I don't think I'm going to use a crit card. I think I'm just gonna do 12.
Oh, okay.
D12 instead of 6. Up to you. It's your call.
I mean, I already
You
drew a
want-
card just in
Okay.
case.
Let's do
So
it.
up to
Sure.
you. Because the bonus effect for this one is not terrible for me. Luckily, it's torn ligament. The target takes a -5 penalty to strength checks and strength-based skill checks until healed.
Sure, let's do it.
Ouchie, mama.
That's damage for
Ooh.
the second one, but that's only because the damage die got doubled, so it was 12d12 instead of
Mhm.
6. So that is both of the attacks.
Oh, fuck.
Do I have to roll anything for destroying the wall?
Sorry.
You're good. It's funny that you mentioned that. Let me see.
Brandon,
That's good.
The walls are 5 foot thick cement, hardness 15,
Mm.
HP 900 per 10 foot by 10 foot section. Break DC 65.
Alright, knowing that then,
Yeah.
gonna
Which is why I'm mentioning it, so we can go past
Brandon,
that part.
may I ask something?
Sure.
Would I know that Gunner's getting hit?
Let me see. Steel like a steel type flooring, doors locked. I'll say that there's like a little bit of a gap underneath of the door, so a bit of sound comes out. Give me a perception check.
Aye, Captain.
The sound would essentially be slightly muffled from the steel, but it would still be able to get through. Through the concrete, on the other hand, it wouldn't. So it would be a very low decibel through the door.
Yeah,
That is a 17.
17 total.
Yeah.
You don't hear what's happening with Gunner from where you are currently placed, but you do see that Snow is looking ready to blast a door through the wall, or whatever action is going to be said now, I should say.
Okay, so
it's,
I reasonably wouldn't be able to cast Prevent Wounds on Gunner without being metagamey. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, the door itself is simple, like a simple lock door, right?
It's a simple lock door with, as I mentioned, like a key card access part. All of the doors have a key card access, but everyone that you went to, it's unlocked. You can just open the door.
And she's
Kind of
gonna
thing.
try to
But
hack
it's
through the keycard access, and if it fails, then Jubilee's gonna unload the Gatling laser through the door.
Oh.
Okay.
So all notion of stealth is out the window.
Yeah,
Well-
'cause even though you couldn't hear the gunfire, I'm pretty sure Snow could.
There's also a lot of blood coming up from under the door.
Ooh. Yeah. Mm.
So yeah, Snow doesn't care about stealth right now. It's one of her people, one of the longest standing people in the group, is currently behind a door getting shot at.
Would I see the blood behind the door?
Sure.
Does it shine in the moonlight?
Okay, I'm gonna run up here. I mean, I can't prevent the wounds that already happened, but I try to prevent ones that will soon be happening.
Any help I can get, because those 2 attacks, or those 2 hits, put me down from 110 to 6 stamina.
Mhm.
Fuck.
That's 37 computers.
Before this door opens, since this is like a horror theme type of module, I'm gonna make a horror theme type of reference. Gunner is spilling like a small significant amount of blood, but as it begins to spill underneath of the door, has anyone here seen The Shining?
Oh, Brandon, you better not. Brandon, you better not.
Evil.
This is a horror theme module, so I have to put some type of horror in it, even if I have to exaggerate it a tiny
Come play with us, Danny.
bit. Well, I mean, you do have 2 party members down the hallway right now.
Oy,
Yeah.
oy.
Bits of blood spill from underneath, and then it looks like blood is like coming out of the hinges part of the door and like coming downwards. It looks as if a river is kind of placed behind the door.
I don't
Where
like this.
on your side, it doesn't look anything like that at all. You're just taking in the sight of all of these flat jets, like just opening fire on you, and the door restricting you from leaving right now.
Mm.
But
Between a
this is what
table
they
and a
see.
door.
Was I able to open the door?
Yeah, you was able to open the door, and as you do, you you're expecting this like wave of blood to come out, but nothing happens, and you see that the machines that are inside are all locked onto where Gunner is placed underneath of a table in the room, and that Gunner is. That was stamina. That wasn't your hit points, right?
Yeah, that was all my that was basically all of my stamina.
But you see that Gunner is like panting and like slightly fatigued from taking that blow just from the 2 that hit him.
Then Jubilee's gonna provide cover fire, and Snow's gonna yell, "The door's open, let's go!"
Is it my turn again?
I want to see if there's anything else that Kalani and Atoner want to do really quick, and then I'm gonna try to do this and then try to pause it here.
Yeah, I gotta get all these nails out of my body.
Huh? I have
Someone
to
get a
get all
hammer.
of these metal fragments out of my sternum.
Someone get a hammer.
Oh,
If
I guess
anything,
hearing everything that's like going on, Tony's be like, "What the?" And he's like gonna run over.
like if anything, with it just going through your stamina, chances are it like hit the chest plate of your armor and just winded you.
I got lots of holes in my armor.
who made it, my dad?
I mean, there is a new armor right in the display case.
There is new armor, but these guys got 9 more rounds to go.
Right.
So I'm gonna go for like 9 rounds, and then I'll come back.
The armor's doing kind of like Doctor Strange with the cape, like, "Hey, pick me, pick me."
Ah, ah. I'll
Gunner,
get you
make
when I have a
make him
chance.
try to grab it. I'll try to prevent wounds.
But okay, we'll I'm gonna pass over to where it's your part again. The door has been successfully hacked into, and is, I'm just gonna say, open, just to
I
kind
mean,
of.
I'm gonna dive immediately through.
So as you go to dive through, what was Snow's initiative, just to see if you beat their second round?
I mean, I had put it into the initiative tracker. I can't remember off the top.
Okay. Was it
19?
19. So that sucked. I had a 20 for them. They had a 17, and I got the 3 initiative. So they're gonna. You're directly in line of sight, assuming Gunner dives and is out of the way. So these shots are gonna come towards your direction, since the door is still open.
That is
Fingers
fair.
crossed that the rolls aren't like ridiculous.
KC, they would have to beat a 32.
Okay. They do have a plus 25 to hit.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I'm lucky. I only got hit by 2.
Oh!
Did I get the same roll back to back for each one?
Oh!
5.
Ooh!
Wait. Is this the same?
Another D20? Jesus.
Another nat
One's
1 too.
nat 1. So they're gonna take a fumble. One of them is.
Oh my.
One of them's getting a fumble, and the other one is hitting me hard.
Oh my god.
20 and a 10, I think, hit her.
Yeah, the 20.
No, it's not. I'm using prevent wounds on you.
I was gonna say, would I also have been able to turn on my energy shield?
Actually, wait. These are kinetic, so that means I take off 9. So let's see if it's...
I'm gonna say in this case, no. It's gonna be one of those like Gunner saw an opening and dove. I will say that the spell that's gonna happen though will take effect, because you can negate damage with that, right?
I mean, the energy shield itself would have been temporary hit points.
Okay, so I have 24 stamina after I realized I have KC negating.
Okay, I will say yeah. I'll put it that way, because you're just gonna close the door after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say that you had enough time to do that, and I'm gonna roll the damage. The first one's gonna be 6d12.
And there goes.
Okay.
15 of that is taken off for the temporary hit points.
The second one's going to be 12d12, and I guess whatever card gets drawn, and then I'm going to end the initiative with you pulling the door close.
Okay. Kinetic Seeing Stars. The target suffers from a 20% mischance for the next 1d4 rounds.
Which that'll, as soon as
Be
the
gone
door
anyway,
closes,
yeah.
that'll be gone. So
Take 14 off of the 50.
So that'd be 36.
Mm-hmm.
Which works for me.
I did what I can.
Okay. Yeah, the door slams shut. The machines continue to fire for the next 9 rounds. I don't know if standing here and waiting that out is going to be the option or going further is going to be the option, but we will save that for next session.
All right.
That just immediately dropped my stamina to about a third of its total.
Oh gosh.
Welcome to me in there for 1 round. And I didn't even have a chance to move.
Y'all just want to take 10 minutes, sit on the floor,
We need to clear
Kumbaya.
spend a resolve point.
Relax.
We
I
just-
probably will
we could
after
just-
that.
We could just keep this
Heal
door
up
closed.
a little bit.
You know what? While this is happening, while they're shooting off their rounds, how about we just take 10 minutes?
Let's take
Hopefully
10.
There's not really any way to heal stamina points.
Before you do that, we'll save it to next week because now that sound has happened through weapons, there may be people actually around now.
Which is what,
Maybe not.
Which is
I
what
think-
Snow is trying to hold off on as long as possible.
I think having that mystery, because everything before was just like, you know what, we're not gonna go into these computers that have people linked to them. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna go into these empty office rooms. We're gonna look at this room with the bunny right here. We're gonna check this room out, and now
You just
Dubstep's
had to touch
playing.
the shiny armor, Gunner.
I didn't even touch it.
I didn't even touch it.
I
It was
mean,
just
It was just
It was
coming.
just
So
the
sorry, I
access
didn't
to
feel
the
like
room.
grabbing a cage and ripping it open.
being in the room 6 seconds after entering it and not using the key card.
Well, the good news is we cleared about half of the first floor.
We're doing it.
You have insight to what the rest of this looks like, so
Mm-hmm.
Well,
be a hell
I
of a
gotta
Yo,
go to
guys, I
bed.
know I'm really hurt, but there's some pretty cool looking armor in there I want.
Then we could sit here, catch our breath, and then go back in.
All right, cool. I really want that armor.
I do have to go to bed because I have my
Alright.
first class at 9.
All right, get some sleep.
I have to
Bye,
drive up
Cal.
to North Jersey once
Have a
again
good
tomorrow.
night,
so-
man.
quick
Oh.
second. Quick 10 seconds. I missed the session last